What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video with yours truly, CST Gaming, and everything flight simulator related. Now, I've been wanting to do this video for quite a while, but I wanted to wait for the right time. I didn't want to do a follow-up video of a review that I've done in the past, 1, 2, or 3 weeks later. I wanted to wait a good amount of time to be able to build a reliable experience on how I feel about the product and all its pros and cons, and then bring those back to you. About a year ago, to date, May 22nd of last year, May 20th, somewhere around there, I started working with Next Level Racing. They sent me this flight simulator cockpit, which is the standard flight simulator that they offer on their website, and I provided them with a review. Now, disclaimer, they sent me this free of charge. I didn't pay for it. Only because they sent it to me free of charge, it doesn't mean that it's a great product. So I want you guys to understand that I speak in all honesty. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel. I'm gonna tell you what I like about it, and I'm gonna tell you what I dislike about it after 1 year, almost 12 months. Like I said, I got it in May of last year. We're in April now, so another month it'll be a full year. So if you care to know exactly how I feel about it, what do I think? Should you buy one? Should you not get one? Should you get something different? Please stick around and find out.
If you like what you see, please check out our channel sponsors and partners linked in the description down below. By doing so, you will let me continue to provide videos like this in the future. You may also find unique discount codes from some of our sponsors for a small savings. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, turn on notifications to get warned on future streams and videos like this. To my sponsors and members of the channel, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, as none of this would be possible without you all. I salute you.
Alright, fellas, well, those of you that follow me on a regular basis, they know exactly what I am working with over here. We do have the actual flight simulator cockpit right here. And Next Level Racing additionally sent me this three monitor stand, or a monitor stand that actually enables you to mount 3 monitors in front of you. Now, this particular stand was sent to me, I believe, by mistake, because it is not made for monitors. It is made for TVs. It only has TV's adapter in the back. It doesn't have the VESA adapters that a monitor requires to be hung. So I had to outsource some different parts and mount my monitors with a VESA adapter. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's kind of dark in the back, but anyways, I had to buy additional hardware to be able to mount my monitors to this particular stand. So I'll link this stand. I'll put a picture on here on what the stand is. Please, 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 even though some people, whenever I was talking to Next Level Racing last year about what monitor stand would work best for me, the particular person that I was working with assured me that this stand was going to work with monitors. Well, lo and behold, guys, the guy that I was talking to, which I don't think he no longer works with Next Level Racing, did not have a clue what the hell he was talking about, because this particular stand does not have VESA mounts for you to be able to mount your monitors. So if you want to put monitors on this particular stand, you're gonna have to fork some more money out of pocket to be able to do so. However, Next Level Racing does provide stands that are compatible with monitors and come with VESA adapters for you to be able to mount your monitors. And I will put a picture here in the on the screen of what that stand looks like. And I believe, again, pictures should be scrolling here on the screen. I believe this particular stand comes as a single, triple, and quad monitor stand as well. So definitely do not get the one that I got if you have monitors. If you have TVs and you want to hang full-blown TVs, OLED TVs, whatever, then this is probably the stand for you. But if you want to use monitors, stay away from this one and get the other one. Hi guys, so first thing first, as you can see, there might be some echoing in my room, so please, I apologize for that, but should be able to hear me nicely anyway. But as you can see, I pulled it back. I have mine set up to where I have a USB hub hooked up to the side of the rig, and all I gotta do is unplug one USB and one power outlet from the front, and I can pull it straight back for ease of pulling it out and putting it back in, because I do swap it around with my driving rig from time to time when I want to drive. And so I pulled that one out, I pulled the driving rig in, and off I go. So it's something that that you're gonna have to work with is obviously the sheer size and weight of this thing. This particular unit is the Flight Simulator. It's literally called Flight Simulator on the website, and it comes in 3 different variations. You have this variation, which is your standard, and then you have 2 special editions, which is your Boeing Military and your Boeing Commercial. Now the Boeing Military and this particular version that I have with me today come in at $700.99, so $800 round up, right? One penny here. But the Boeing Commercial Edition comes at $899, so $900. So that's what you're looking at as far as price is concerned. Now let's talk about some of the pros. This particular unit, in my humble opinion, has definitely enhanced my flight simulation immersion. The fact that I can sit in there and I have everything at my fingertips, right? Whether you're flying a Boeing, whether you're flying an Airbus, and everything is there for you, it just brings that much more immersion to your flight simming. Another pro that I have encountered is it's overbuilt, meaning full metal construction, solid construction. This is not a cheap piece of crap stand that you buy off of Amazon for $200, or go to Walmart and get yourself a little stand. This thing is heavy, it's all metal, it's well constructed, and it's gonna last a lifetime. Wide range of configurability. You can literally set this thing up as a combat flight simulator, general aviation, commercial flight, and even space exploration. It is virtually compatible with a wide, if not all, range of peripherals in the market to the current day. That includes Thrustmaster, Logitech, Saytech, Honeycomb, Virtual Fly, Crosswing, WINWING. I mean, you name it, you can. I have put all that stuff in there. Right now, as you can see, I am rocking my own personal homemade tiller. I got my WinWing side stick through top here for when I fly Airbus. I have my Orion pedals by WinWing. Over here in my feet, I have the Thrustmaster yoke. I have my Honeycomb Bravo throttle with all kinds of different levers to be able to swap from Boeing to, obviously you can see my MD-11 levers in there right now. I have CRJ levers. I have Airbus 350, Airbus 320 levers. I have a radio stack right there from Logitech. And this is pretty much the way you see it right here right now is my main setup, right? I can fly both Boeing and Airbus, and if I wanted to, I can swap some power levers there, and I can set it up for GA and still utilize the same yoke, or I can swap that yoke and use my Honeycomb Alpha to make it even more realistic when flying GA with a push-pull rod type yoke rather than your pendular style like a Boeing, if you know what I mean. Another pro on this stand, it is extremely adjustable to fit a wide range of people, whether you're tall, short, skinny, fat like me. It is adjustable. You can move, you can mount the pedals forward. If you're a taller dude, you can bring him closer to you. If you're a shorter dude, the seat actually moves forward and aft, so you are able to move the seat back and forward to get closer to the pedals or farther away from the pedals. And the backrest actually reclines as well, fully reclines. So whenever your wife kicks you out of the bedroom because you just spent $1,000 on a flight simulator cockpit, you can actually come in there and recline the seat and go to sleep. But that's neither here nor there. The seat is comfortable. It is constructed of high density foam, and it's a combination of, I don't know if it's, I want to say that it's fake leather, but it's a combination of leather and suede. So it is actually very, very comfortable. Now, I've been abusing this seat for a year now, and it's not showing any sign of tears or damage or wear or any of that nature. It still looks the same way than it did when I first received it from Next Level Racing. So that's absolutely fantastic. It shows that the product was made well and made to last. Additionally, this particular stand is compatible with the very, very, very expensive motion platform that Next Level Racing provides as well. So if you wish to fork out a few $1,000s to get that motion rig and hook it up to the bottom of this rig, then hey, more power to you. But at this time, I cannot fork out thousands of dollars for a motion rig. So let's just leave it at that. All right, guys, I do have some notes here, so we stay on schedule here. But let's talk about some cons about this particular unit right here. As I mentioned earlier, obviously it's not cheap. Coming in at the cheaper version, $800, and the more expensive one at $900, it is obviously one of those expenses that you're gonna have to try to justify how you're getting, right? However, I would say this, that at that price, it is very much compatible to many of the other equipment that's out there in the market. And I would say that if you got to spend anything between, $5 to $1,000, I would say that this particular unit is probably one of the best that you can get that's currently available in the market. Another key feature of this particular stand worth pointing out is the fact that it is nearly 110 pounds heavy. Not the box that it came in and everything else, just the unit itself with nothing on it. After you assemble it, it is almost 110 pounds or 50 kilos. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, this thing is slightly over 60 inches long. It is 39 inches wide and 48 inches tall. That should give you a basic idea on how big this thing and heavy it is. It is worth saying as well that this particular unit does not, as far as I can remember, come with wheels. If you want wheels to be able to pull the thing out, put it back in for either adjustment or readjustment, or even simply you want to clean, in front of the unit or behind the monitors, and you want to pull this thing back, I strongly suggest you get yourself a set of wheels. Now, the set of wheels will set you back around $70. So that's an additional expense that you might need to make on this particular unit, and I will consider that a con. I think that this particular unit at that price range should indeed come with wheels. Another huge con that I would like to bring to you guys' attention is we obviously went over the size and the weight of this particular unit. Room. You must have dedicated space for this unit. All right, this is not something that you're going to put up in the morning and fold up and stow away in a closet in the afternoon. This is something that you're going to build, you're going to set it, and you're going to forget it. It's going to live there for the rest of its life or until you get rid of it. Which brings me to another, I guess you could consider a con, right? Let's say you're kind of like me and you have a desk space like this that you're working off of, right? And you put this in front of your desk. Well, you just lost your desktop, okay? So if you put this under your, in front of your desk to be able to flight sim in front of your desk, you just lost your desktop, to do anything else, play other games or, do schoolwork or just browse the internet, whatever it is you may want to do, right? You just lost that desk space. So if you wish to sim and at the same time have a dedicated desk space, kind of like I am, then you're going to have to think about buying, meaning spending additional money to buy monitor stand so that you can set up its own dedicated monitors for this particular flight rig. That way you don't take over your desk space and you can still utilize your desk space. When my rig is right here in front of my tri-monitor stand, I can still utilize my computers, both of them, on my desktop. So having that is a definite plus, because I can get on this side over here on my desk side, and I can play other games that I would not be able to play on my rig. Like I don't want to sit on my flight simulation rig and, you know, play, you know, Rainbow Six or any other type of games, right? It's just, it's not comfortable that way. You know, you're playing with a keyboard and mouse, you know, my keyboard is on the left side, my mouse is on the right side. It's just not convenient, it's not comfortable. I would suggest that if you go with a flight rig like this, you have a dedicated space for it, and you have a monitor stand, whether it's a single monitor, a tri-monitor, or a quad monitor stand. There's different options on the website, as I was talking about it before. Now, depending on what monitor stand you choose, whether you go with a single, triple, or quad, those range from $300 all the way up to $500. So that's an additional expense on top of the nearly $800 that you're going to spend on this. Now you're looking to spend anything between an additional $300 to $500 for monitor stand. The biggest con about this unit, in my humble opinion, and a lot of you may disagree with me, it may not be that big of a deal, is getting in and getting out this damn thing. It's literally my biggest struggle. As you can see right here, the sit is all the way back already. It doesn't go any farther back. It is mounted as far back as it can go, and it's being pushed as far back as it can go. It doesn't go any farther than this. So as you can see, this is the room I'm working with, especially when you have this yoke mounted in front of you, which, yes, it does have a quick release there, and you can tilt that forward. But if I do that and I quick disconnect this thing from then, tilt it forward, which I'm not going to be able to when the rig is in spot because of everything else that's mounted around to it in my particular occasion, then you got to put it back and reach down after you sit in this rig to be able to lock it back in. And I find that very, very complicated to do. Is it doable? Yes, it's doable. However, it's not the easiest thing to do. So let me show you the yoga movements and workouts that I have to do every time I get in and out of this thing. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, hey, this is hard or whatever. I am what I am, okay? I'm not a skinny guy. I'm not a fit dude, but getting in and out for me, especially when it's inside in the corner here with surrounded by monitors and everything else, is not the easiest thing to do. So what I got to do is I have to jump over the chair right here, right? I got to wiggle my way in and kind of sit down like this, okay? And then I got to swing my leg up like this without kicking my monitor, my keyboard stand, my monitor, and everything else that's around here. I got to navigate through all that stuff, right? And I got to kick over and bring the stuff over like this. And then I can position myself in front of my rig and go flying, okay? Now, some of you may say, well, CST, what's wrong with that? That's okay, that's fine. Well, when you do that 20 times a day, it gets a little old. The way I get out now, after I get in, I say I need to go take a break or walk around or whatever the case may be. I need to kind of do this number. I need to swing around, being careful I don't kick the crap out of my keyboard and my monitor and everything else. And then I kind of got to get up and move out the way, if you know what I mean. Either swing my leg this way or go around over the top. So yeah, as you can see, it's not the easiest thing to get in it and out of, but I still love it. Which brings me to my next point. If you're kind of like me and you agree that this particular unit is probably not the best to get in and out of, then I would highly suggest you take a look at their Flight Simulator Pro cockpit, which is in many ways similar, but it's very different at the same time. I have not been able to review that particular unit, so I don't know for sure. Sorry, I'm rolling backwards over here. I'm not 100%, but I've seen other people review it, and they swear up and down that it is superior than this. meaning it's easier to mount equipment to it. And because the ability of swinging in and out with arms where the stuff is mounted onto, it's easier to get in and out. Now, I've actually reached out to Next Level Racing, and I've asked for the opportunity to be able to review the FlightSim Pro for you guys and let you know what I think vice this one. I have received replies from Next Level Racing stating, and I quote, that I am not a good return for their investment at this point. So they're not able to send me a unit out for me to be able to showcase. Where I can understand where they're coming from as a business perspective. At the same time, I've been here promoting your product for a year, you know, and making you sales. Have I made them millions of dollars? Probably not, absolutely not. But I've made them sales. And I've promoted that product not only because I'm an affiliate with them, but because I stand on what I'm saying. I do believe that if this particular product fits your needs and you have the room for it, and you don't mind the size and the weight, and you have a dedicated place for you to be able to put this particular unit in, it is among the best when it comes to flight simulation. So this thing is built well, and it's built to last. So I cannot do anything but promote it, because I believe it's a good and quality product, even if Next Level Racing does not think I am a good return for their investment. I would love nothing more than the opportunity to be able to showcase their Flight Simulator Pro, because I do think it's a better unit than this, hence called the Pro. From what I've seen, it comes in two different sections. You can bolt them together, you can leave them unbolted, that way you can just move the seat back and forth if you wish. It has additional mounting options for all your peripheral needs, but at the same time, I cannot justify and sit here and tell you, yeah, go ahead and spend the extra money. That is absolutely the best product or far better than this, because myself, I have not been able to test it out myself to this day. So Next Level Racing, if you're listening and you find it that I would actually be able to bring you a return for your investment, I will gladly take a look at your Flight Simulator Pro and let you guys know what I think. Not only you, let the community know what I think about that product, vice this one, and so on. So having said that, this is pretty much my 1 year into Next Level Racing Flight Simulator Cockpit here, the standard version review, to kind of summarize everything that we've gone over. I absolutely love it. I'm not going to stop using it, only because it's a little tougher or whatnot to get in and out of. And if you was to ask me today, CST Gaming, should I get this unit? I do have the room. I have a dedicated space for this unit. I don't care that it weighs 100 pounds, and I don't care that I have to dedicate a certain corner of my room with monitor stands. I have all that. I'm good. Then I would say yes, by far, to me, in the price range, this is one of the best, if not the best, Flight Simulator Cockpit that you can invest into. I do hope that you guys appreciate this type of videos. I do hope that I have brought some answers to some of your questions forward. If you have any additional questions, please don't forget to put them in the comment section down below, and I will answer those questions to the best of my ability. And if I don't know the answers to those questions, I will reach out to Next Level Racing to get the answers for you guys' questions. If you would like for me to further review more Next Level Racing products on my channel, then I would suggest you hit that like button on the video, comment in the comment section down below, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and let me know for sure 100% what do you think about this particular reviews and other reviews in my channel, so that we can bring more views around the Next Level Racing products, and Next Level Racing may find it that I am actually a decent return to their investment. Aside from that, guys, I pretty much said it all. I probably tend to talk too much when I do this type of video, so I do apologize for that. But until next time, as I always say, guys, please, please, please continue to stay safe, have fun, and as always, peace out.
With the jets, he climbs the ranks. Sicilian roots, we give thanks. Subscribers shout in the banks. SD Gaming pulls the pranks. SD Gaming pulls the pranks. SD Gaming pulls the pranks. Your boy CST scheming. Hear the beats, the skies are flaming. Live stream nights, y'all be claiming. Join the crew, flights we're naming. From the cockpit to the mic, streaming dreams take off in flight. Global journeys left and right. Global journeys left and right. CST Gaming lights the night.